it's your man Mac the Reactor, fresh out the trash compactor. You'll know me. It's your favourite England-born, somewhat Australian-sounding Reactor, and he's about to be back in his home of England in less than 3 weeks' time. So if any of you are from the UK, reach out to me. Let's have some fun. Big boss like Rick Ross, he goes harder than Slipknot, and of course he's in permanent beast mode without even applying the cheat code, baby. He's so crazy. Mac is about to get into another reaction, man, because that's why I call myself Mac the Reactor, because I'm Mac and I react for stuff. So I actually got asked to dive into NF Mansion, and this was actually a request. I was almost about to forget who that was requested by, and I'm sorry, Alan Ramirez, my homie. I got you, my guy. I know you wanted this. You're a part of the Mac Pack, and if you're not, if you suggested that but didn't actually subscribe, number one, we got beef. But number two, yeah, I can count. We can end this beef just by subscribing. That's all it is. Hey, look, if you haven't subscribed already, man, you'll know me. I'm not your everyday reactor, man. If I don't like something, I say I don't like it. If I'm feeling something, I say I'm feeling it. If I'm a little bit 50-50, I'll say that. And I keep it a buck with you all the time. $1.50 and some change at all times. You know how I am. Speaking of change, let's change into react mode, get out of rant mode, and let's get straight into rap mode. About to put some Mac on this cheese. We got Mansion by NF, Fleurie on the chorus. I hope I said that correctly. This is from the album Mansion, which I haven't heard yet. I only have the Search album. So let's see what this is all about, man. I'm still, I'd say I'm early in my NF journey, but I'm familiar with NF now. Like, I can call myself a fan and say I'm familiar, but I'm still early in it, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's start making dollars.
Insidious is blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These wounds are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion.
I guess that set the tone so I get the space that we're in right now.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in lyrics. They're all over the place. The songs in the mirrors.
My mind is a house of walls, painted on the walls of lyrics. I know I butchered that. Sorry, you know I don't actually sleep very well. I know I butchered that, but the way he put that, you know what, man? I'm not gonna let that slide, bro. Let's hear that again. I'm sorry. I couldn't leave it like that, man. I couldn't.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in lyrics. They're all over the place. The songs in the mirrors written.
Yeah, so my mind is a house of walls covered in lyrics. Like, the way he portrays that, you can kind of understand what sort of place he comes from. Like, to kick that off as the tone of the song. And I promise I'm not gonna, let's dive into it deeper. I'm not gonna start like reacting before we even dive into it. But I feel like I get an idea where the song is set. Let's go a little bit further.
And all over the floors, all over the chairs, and you get the uncut version of life when I go downstairs. That's where I write when I'm in a bad place and need to release and let out the version of NF you don't want to see. I put holes in the walls with both of my fists till they bleed. You might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me.
To see that side of NF that you don't get to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, without NF putting this music out, we really wouldn't get this side of him at all. You know, if he withheld it from us, if he was an artist that played it a little bit safer, and let's be honest, you play it a little bit safer, you might even get more radio play, because radio sometimes struggle to be like, oh, can we really play this song that's about anxiety, depression, struggles? Like, can we do that? I know that the audience are reacting to it, but the suits, like the labels, the radio heads, and not the people that are in radio, the people that are in radio want to play it. They just get told not to, you know what I'm saying? Mainstream radio anyway, you know what I'm saying? I think what I was trying to go with that is basically just to say, thank God that he does give us this side of him, because I'm sure that it's not easily done, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's a process. I'm sure it's hard to get this out sometimes. We're blessed to be able to hear it.
Physically abused, now that's a room that I don't want to be in. That picture ain't blurry at all, I just don't want to see it. And these walls ain't blank, I just think I don't want to see them. But why not? I'm in here, so I might as well read them.
That picture ain't blurry at all, I just don't want to see it. I understand that, man. We all feel that way sometimes. Like, sometimes it feels better to be in ignorance. You don't want to be too, you don't want everything in your face.
I gotta thank you for this anger that I carry around. Wish I could take a match and burn this whole room to the ground. Matter of fact, I think I'ma burn this room right now. Somehow this memory inside.
I like the way he worded that then. Let's just go back on that real quick.
You'll always have a room in my mind, but I'ma keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
You'll always have a room in my mind, but I'm gonna keep the door shut and lock my lyrics inside. Like, that's crazy to me, the way that he strung that together, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will say that the schemes on this, like the rhyme patterns, are a lot more basic than a lot of his more recent work. The rapper side of me, you know, does get a little irritated by that, I'll be honest with you. But with what he's saying right now, I can't let that distract from what he's saying at all, because the power of what he's saying right now, the way he's putting it together, I need more, man. I need more.
This blind inception. What's reality with all these questions?
And you'll know me, I'm not going to give you just a clean, oh, everything's good, I love it. Like, I've got, you know, I'll give criticism as well. Plenty of praise to the way he's stringing this together.
My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repaint. Cover them up like it never happened. Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean.
I love the way it's almost as if we're getting a tour of his mind. Like, that's what these verses almost are. It's like, the mansion is my mind. Let me give you a tour. I can take you downstairs, where I keep those dark thoughts and everything like that, but I can take you upstairs and bring you a little bit further into my mind, and we can explore it even deeper. That's how I'm taking it.
Interesting. Full of regrets, just keeps getting fuller, it seems. The moment I walk into it's the same moment that I want to leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the moment I realized that I was losing my mind. And one of the first things I wrote was I wish I would have called, but I should just stop now. We ain't got enough room in this song. And I regret the fact that I struggle trying to find who I am, and I'll lie to myself and say I do the best that I can. Shrug it off like it ain't nothing, like it's out of my head, and get ticked off whenever I see it affecting my plans.
Don't we always become complacent with ourselves? Like we'll do something right, and we'll give it 70%. But in our minds, we'll be very lenient with ourselves and be like, oh, look, you gave it your best, man. That's enough for today. You know what I'm saying? Then you realize at the end of the day, like, you could have accomplished more. You could have put a better foot forward. I love that he's being honest with himself in that thought, but then letting us know as well. Like, be like, hey, this is me. Like, you don't have to love it, but this is me at the end of the day. Crazy.
I regret watching these trust issues eat me alive, and at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time?
Insidious as black.
Room in my mind, walls off in time. So yeah, you know the rapper brain is going, okay, mind and time is really what rhymed there. So yeah, from a lyricism point of view, I guess I'm probably a little 50-50 on it. From a message point of view, I'm probably like 120% on it. So I am enjoying it, rest assured. I'm enjoying it.
Inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Slept in, broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion.
Going to give a shout out to Fleurie there. I know we spent a lot of time like commenting on what the rapper is delivering, but she's really bringing this together, and her haunting voice seems to really. I feel like I'm in the mansion. It's almost like her voice is echo. I mean, I'm sure that's very calculated, but I like it. Let's leave it at that. I like it.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built the safe room and I don't let no one in there. Cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let...
Damn, so he's saying like he built a safe room within his mind and he doesn't really let nobody there. But he's feeling like if he did, I don't know if they'd ever be able to come back from that. You know, I don't know if they'd ever be the same after that. That's really deep, man. Like, I can sit here and go, oh, you know, he didn't really, you know, the scheme could have been a little bit more. Yeah, I can sit there and do the rapper thing on that. But at the end of the day, I can't sit here and act like I'm not being hit by the message here. And that's deep, man. That's digging deep. And I appreciate, by the way, you don't have to panic in the comments and be like, oh, this was his earlier work, settle down. Like, no, I'm not stupid. I understand. I'm allowed to comment on what I feel is necessary. But But what's really getting me here is the message. And I know the fans say they are the biggest on that too. Because I'm sure I'm not the only rapper that's diving into NF. And I can call myself a fan of NF at this point. I'm sure other rappers probably listen to NF and maybe he's not the most lyrical rapper they listen to, but he's definitely that rapper where when you listen to him, you think about it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've listened to an NF song that maybe from a lyricism point of view. By lyricism, by the way, I don't mean I'm expecting him to drop double, triple entendres and all that crazy stuff. I know that's not always necessary. I mean within the rhyme schemes, the patterns, the way the words are connected together and formulated. Like that's very important to me. But taking that away, and I don't want any of you to take that the wrong way as well, because I'm not saying he's like slouching on this track. No, he's not. Just been some parts where it's been a little bit on the simplistic side with the way he's connected it together. But this message is so not simplistic at all, man. There's layers to what he's saying here, and that's what's really, number one, that's what's keeping me invested in the track. But number two, I guarantee you this is what I'll be thinking about the most, is the message. I won't be walking off going, damn, he could have really rhymed these words with these words. No, I'm not going to walk off saying that. I'm going to walk off going, remember when that man said, and I'm going to be talking about the safe room that he's got built up in his mind, you know, that we all go to a safe place in our minds sometimes. That's crazy. I'm ranting right now. Let's get back into it.
Anyone inside, so I just leave my doors locked. You might get other doors to open up, but this door's not, cause I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me. And I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking.
I'm barricaded inside. Stop coming to the door. Stop knocking. Like seriously, when the walls are up, man, like just keep a distance. I am the way I am for a reason.
Trapped here. God keeps saying I'm not locked. I chose this. I am lost in my own conscience. I know they shutting the world out ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there, but it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here.
Man, I'm really being pulled in by what he's saying. Let me make that clear, by what he's saying.
He came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem, cause I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position it's either sit here and let him win, or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore. Like, you do get to that point sometimes. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes fear takes over, and you can do a lot of things when you're backed into a corner. For example, put walls up. Barricade yourself. Not welcome everybody in here. You know, number one, you're going to be hesitant to let him in here, but you're definitely not going to let him in here. Because once somebody's in there, they've got access to everything. I understand what he's saying. Is that NF? That vocal there, is that NF? Let me know. I actually thought some black balloons just popped up then, and then I realized it's actually his icon from the YouTube channel. Whoops. Yeah, man, look, at the end of the day, like if I were going to rate this, I would give it a 7 out of 10, right? Because the only place where I maybe lost a couple of points would be from I just felt there was some basic patterns in there where even when you're delivering a message, I always look at it like no matter what kind of rapper you are, you can always still connect everything together in a more... You know what I'm saying. I think you know what I'm saying, whether you agree or not. I think you'll at least know where I'm coming from. But I think the reason I had to give it a 7, though, is so many points were stacked up by, number one, the image he painted throughout the song. Because it takes skill to do that with your words, though. You know what I'm saying? I can argue over the way he strung the patterns together and all that kind of stuff. I can do that all day. But what I can't argue with is the way he actually painted the image with his words. That was very effective. And then number two, where he took it, you know, the place he took it to, because he let us in on quite a lot there. And I don't know if you'll notice, I don't know if it's coming out in the way I'm expressing myself, but the message itself definitely stuck with me there. That's cool, man. I appreciate you, NF, man. I even appreciate you when I'm criticizing you. I hope you understand that. Not that, not that you're watching this video right now. Not that you give an F. You know what I'm saying? He probably gives no Fs and Fs. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Anyway, man, good song. Alan Ramirez, really appreciate you. Even if I just almost stuttered your name then, it's just because, yeah, frankly, I need to sleep more. But look, I hope you're having a good time, man. I promise I'm active as hell again. You'll know you need to hit that subscribe button. You know I'm going to be honest, man. If you send me a song and I don't like it, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. You send me a song and I love it, you're going to watch me go crazy and I'm going to love it. If I'm conflicted with the song, you'll see some conflictment throughout the video. I'm going to keep it $1.50 and some change with you. Okay? That's all I need to say. Just listen. Take care of yourself. Mac loves you. Alright? Mac loves you. I'm out of here, though.